What is up and welcome back to the channel. It has been a very long come here, I'm so happy to see you guys. It's been so damn long since I've posted anything, and honestly that's my fault, and I got 3 good excuses for it. One being marriage. Yeah, big deal, right? 2 months ago, so a lot of my fund money for projects and drums and all that kind of stuff has been going towards that. Well, the deed is done, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back in business. Factor number 2 in the equation. I'm from Ohio, where you're stuck in the house at least 4 to 6 months out of the year anyhow. So anytime outside is a great time. And that's where I've been, simple as that. Reason number 3, I joined a band. We've been having practices. We got shit we gotta do in order to bring the noise to you, if you know what I mean. So when it comes time for me to come down here, and I do get the time to actually play, I'm not just playing for myself and for fun anymore, or for YouTube or anything. I'm working on the material we have together as a band, also learning the few songs that I came in on that we still want to continue to play as a band. So there's a lot of things that I've been working on versus just messing around down here. But in true fashion, when all hope seems to be lost and I'm wondering where I'm gonna get my next bit of inspiration from, the drum gods speak to me and they say, get on Marketplace and find a whole bunch of shit. This was all on Marketplace. Dude said 240 bucks for it all. It was only about 30-minute drive from where I live, so I wasn't even gonna haggle him because I know just alone the lugs that are usable are, 1, worth it to me, but 2, you know, I see those go on Marketplace and Reverb or any of those other sites anywhere between $5 and $15. So yeah, it totally worth it in my eyes, worth the drive, worth the carrying them up and down steps and out of somebody else's garage. There are in total 7 of these like quads or quints, whatever you want to call them, ranging from, it looks to be size 15 all the way up to even maybe a 20 or an 18. Some do look homemade versus others, so who knows, I'll have to dive into the history on those. We have 5 snare drums in total. Those look to be 14 by like 10, maybe 11 on some of them. I do have some really cool ideas that I might try with those as far as like some old Ludwig things. And then we got the bass drum. Not exactly sure on the size, maybe a 24, 22 possibly. But yeah, I got plenty of stuff to do, so let's get to it. So as you can see, after getting some of these apart, they are super roached beyond repair. And this one, for instance, you can tell at some point was a floor tom or maybe a big rat tom that was cut down into this shape. So for the most part, these shells are unusable. Not anything I really want to dive into and try to fix for any reason, or could I use for that part. So yeah. And after getting these apart, one thing I did notice is this little flap of blue, which is like it's a whole nother wrap on the other side. That's crazy. Does anybody know if like the companies made them purposely like this, or if this was just like a fluke one-off type deal or what? But it would have been cool if some of this red was usable as well as the blue, and the drums were a little bit more complete to make like a jelly bean kit out of. But I do have some ideas and projects in mind, so All the lug screws seem to be in decent condition. They just need really cleaned up and a good bath and some Evaporust and WD-40, and those will be good. Same thing with the lugs. I mean, obviously you can tell some are better than others, but for the most part, they're decent. They're in good condition as far as like playability. Nothing seems to be broken or stripped. Same thing with like all the tension rods down here. Nothing was really bent. They're just dirty, but for the most part, they all seem to be the same length, which is a good thing. So, just like the lugs, some are better than others. This one's a little chewed up, but those are easy to replace. I do have another Ludwig shell there, which is like one of the power toms. And in my back room back there, I have a bass drum that's a 24-inch that I've been working on and needed some holes patched up. I'm pretty sure I got some footage, so I'll do what I can to get that out. I have most of what I need to finish up the other Ludwig projects around the basement just by taking those quads apart. So having done that, I have left over a bass drum as well as these 5 snare drums. I know for sure I want to keep one for myself and add to the collection. The other ones I'm not too sure about what I'm going to do with, so I'm not going to tear those apart quite yet. Same thing with the bass drum. I do know before I do take it apart or do anything with it, I want to play around with it for a while just to see what sounds are in it. So yeah, that's the plan from here moving forward. But with my band having a show to play here in a few days, my priorities are there before the projects, which will be coming soon, so stay tuned to the channel. And until next time, drums, drums, drums.